Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I am Vaos, and welcome to another episode. Today is going to be, it's going to be kind of a building with Vaos kind of thing. So we're going to have a little fun. We're going to try to build a little something small. I'm recording my voice as I'm going along because I don't have a lot of time, unfortunately. So I'm not going to be able to make something really cool and then go back over and narrate over it and make it real nice and smooth. This is going to be kind of a bumpy videos. So yeah, I do apologize ahead of time if I really screw up. But anyway, all right, so let's go ahead and let's build something. Okay, so what we're going to try to do today in record time is build a World War II-ish kind of old-fashioned plane. This whole channel is stock. It's vanilla, except for the mods used for like clouds and being able to see the Kerbals walk around without their helmets on, and the starry background. Those are, of course, are mods. You can find them under the description of any of these videos. So we're going to go ahead and try to build an old-fashioned kind of a World War II-ish kind of plane, kind of a P-40 looking plane. So let's do that. Let's go ahead and sounds like some people are home, so I do apologize in the background if there's yelling and screaming and childish batter. But anyway, all right, now we're gonna go ahead and play around with the offset and the rotate in this one because of the fact that, well, I haven't done it in a while, and when I was building that airliner from the last episode, I used the offset tool a lot, and I realized that it's actually very useful. So we're going to be using that a lot, as well as the rotate. I'm going to try to stray away from the liquid fuel because liquid fuel only works for jet engines, and being as it was not a jet engine plane, we're not going to be using jet engines. However, we will be using rockets and these little guys, the liquid fuel engine LVR1s or LV1Rs. They, by themselves, actually look really nice when it comes to building these planes that don't have any other means of propulsion. And the reason is because they look a lot like exhaust. So we're going to use them as a type of like pipes, exhaust pipes in a sense. They'll even have smoke coming out of them when you rev up the engines really hard and stuff like that. Of course, in KSP, they're rockets. But actually, the P-40... Oh, there goes my phone. Yeah, very bumpy ride, ladies and gentlemen. I do apologize. Oh, Alright, I'm back. I had to put out a fire, but everything's alright. Now, let's go ahead and try to build that nose that we were talking about. Let's see here. Let's go ahead and the P-40. There's a couple of them. There's P-40As and P-40Bs and stuff like that. So we're just going to try to get somewhat the general look of the plane. Ish, whatever it be, A, B, or whatever. And it had a little scoop. It has like a little scoop in front of the nose. So let's go ahead and do that. Try to find a scoop-ish. Hey, remember, okay. Wait. It's got to be around here somewhere. Where'd it go? No? How about this? Okay, wait, where is it? Now, I will be editing a lot of this stuff out. Ah, here we go. MK1 fuselage. Ah, it has a little scoop on the bottom. It's kind of... No. I'm not liking it. No, okay. Go back. Let's try this one. Maybe it's maybe the older one will be there we go. I use the E key to swip it around. That's really ugly. Okay, fuel. Okay, so I'm just gonna use a structural fuselage. And if we look at some of the pictures, we got like a pointy nose. And unfortunately, we want to make it look like it's an engine of some kind. You know, we don't have propellers. Sadly. So we're going to have to do our best into making it look somewhat believable, to where if you look hard enough using your imagination, you can go ahead and you can actually see the propeller. It's kind of a propeller kind of thing. No, I'm not liking that. We're gonna go with this for now, and then if it doesn't work out, we're gonna switch it out for something else. Oh gosh, no way. No. Alright, so now we need a kind of fuel. We need fuel something K, yes. So we will go ahead and put that in the back. Okay, so we got pretty much our body figured out, and it may change over the course of this little build. I am actually going to go ahead and grab a I-beam, or M-beam, as this is called. See here, put it right here. Now, like I said before, we're going to play with the rotate and offset, but we're going to use the old-fashioned keys just to get it into place before we start tweaking it. These are good for tweaking. I wouldn't use these for everything. The keyboard is still a very quick way of setting things up, and then these are good for tweaking. Now, if you're asking me, man, have I done this before? In a sense, I have. Approach. So you hit the X key, there we go, hold shift, and Q key. We're trying to look for an old-fashioned look. This looks a little too modern, just a little bit. Hold on, I might have found something here. It was kind of a round kind of thing. Yeah, if we could find ooh, wait a minute. Let's try something, Justin. And it doesn't stick to it. That would have been perfect. Look at that, that would have been perfect. Oh, that would have worked. Structural wing. Now, remind you, this is not going to be some sort of identical replica. All right, now we're going to go ahead and look at the picture that we have here of the P40 beer thingy majiggy, and that's as good as we're going to get for now. Let's bring it up a little bit, bring it back a little bit. Okay, and I don't know, I kind of like it. The way it is right now. We want to make our tail, and our tail on the actual plane itself is a little high, so we're gonna, it's almost level with the actual cockpit itself. Click on the wing, tail, bring it out. So there's a nice little gap right there. Gonna bring it up, grab the rotate it just a little bit. Okay, now we're going to grab these wings, hit Alt and click, no, place, Alt and click. Okay, with the E key and Q key, Shift Q. Alright, just get the basics for it. Looks like we're good. Yeah, that's nice. Bring it all the way back. Click on this part and bring it in very nicely. Okay, that's good. Yeah, hey, that works. There's not a whole lot of flashing going on, too. Not that kind of flashing. Scoop. Scoop? Scoop. Scoop looks bad. Nope. Alright. That looks nice. That looks good. I like that. I like it a lot. Scoop thingamajig that's on the very top. Next to the machine guns. Hold down Alt click. I'm not too sure what that is. Alright, so let's go ahead and put this right there. A little bit more. That looks good. Ish. Let's use the angular snap for this one so we can get a straight line. Hold down Alt click. Alt click. Alt click. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm getting somewhere. It looks good. But it's not close enough to the nose. If we look at the picture again, well, no, it's pretty close. It's close enough as long as it's kind of in the middle. We don't have a whole lot of fuel for this craft. We'll figure that out later. Now let's work on the wings. First off, we're going to use these because, well, they're kind of swept, but they're kind of flat, just like an old airplane used to be. Yeah, it's taking shape already. If you see the silhouette, a good way to help with building stuff is to make sure the silhouette looks like the actual craft that you're trying to achieve. In this case, it doesn't look anything like it. Now, I've already done something very similar to this, so I pretty much know what to do right now. But actually, no. We need to grab this, grab that, take that out. But we might change it up a little bit. Just like we did with the tail section. Hold down Shift and A key. There we go. Bring it out a little bit. Nice. Okay, we're going to put this on top. Make sure you use angular snap. What angular snap does is it allows us to clip across the wing instead of on top of it. So it looks more like one wing, because I'm going to put the this one right here. Hold down Shift and A key. Try to get it flat-ish. Bring that in. Pull that in. But the top part does look like it's been pasted together with duct tape, so we're going to go ahead and grab another wing and stack it. This will not only help us with any lift issues that we might have, but will make the craft look aesthetically more pleasing to the eye. And I'm going to grab the offset tool and bring that in a little bit. Bring it in a little bit more. There we go. Although it has kind of a little crest right here, and that is a tripping hazard. So we're going to go ahead and grab the small wing connector doohickey again and do the same thing that we did with the other wing offset. Grab it, pull it down a little bit, bring it in. Okay, that looks nice. Alright, so now we're going to grab it, and if we look at our picture, it was on the bottom of the belly of the aircraft, towards the middle, but a little bit in front of the actual cockpit. So we're going to go ahead and grab this part, which is the entire part of the wing. Bring it down. Here's the cockpit. It ends right here, so it's already a little bit in front of it, which is nice. And then we have a kind of a dihedral design, so let's go ahead and grab that. Bring it in a little bit. And then grab the rotator. Bring it, whoa. Yeah, hey, that'll work. Look at that. Oh, wow, that is coming together. That is coming together, baby. Look at it. Oh, look, even the silhouette's kind of got that bend in the wings. I love it. It's awesome. And the landing gears, let me look at the picture again, was up in front. And during landing procedure, looks like they're right up in front of the actual wings themselves. They're not behind the wings or anything. And they're close to the body. I'm just looking at the picture here. Yeah, they're close to the body. So, ever so slightly. Beautiful. Offset. We'll bring it into the wing a little bit. There we go. And line it up accordingly. Let me try to look at the picture again. Get a picture of it landed. Bring it up some more. And there we go. Very nice. Very, very nice. Now, let's check out... Oh, yuck. Yeah, that's what I was afraid of. Take this tiny little fuel tank off. Let's put in a good size one. Here we go. That's pretty good. And... you know what? Screw that. We're going to put on one more. Yeah, why not? Yeah, just screw everything up. Click on the larger tank. And we're going to bring it on in. I know, that's part clipping as like a mother. We're going to try a little trick. The trick is, we're going to go ahead and grab this wing part, just a little tiny one, the Elevon 4. Clip it inside, like so. Sorry for the noise. Sorry for the noise, everyone. Clip, and notice when it sticks straight up, suddenly we have a type of really hard control over where the center of lift is. Okay, a little bit more forward. Okay, bring this down. Whoops. We're gonna bring this down just a hair to hide those lines. Bring them towards the bottom. Then we're gonna grab the actual tail piece and bring it up again. Actually, let's bring this tail piece back down, right? Okay, and then actually bring the fuel tank itself. Come on, fuel tank itself back up. Okay, bring it forward just a pinch. Good. I'm gonna go ahead and turn on angular snap. Bring it up here. And bring it up just a little bit. I want to see it, so if I have to, I can click it. Alright, so now we're going to go ahead and turn this, let's see. Turn off yaw, and we're going to turn off pitch and roll, and we're going to leave that. We're going to turn off yaw. And what that's going to do is it's going to give us I shouldn't really say more control, but it'd be more stable and less likely to flip out. Unless you want to turn them all on, then, you know, it's fine. It will work. It will more than likely work just as well without it. This was a fighter, so let's go ahead and put some guns on it. Yeah, guns, because we all like guns. Well, some of us. No, I don't like the way it just pokes out like that. Let's go ahead and grab it and flip it around. Yay. And hold down shift and what was that? The Q key. Okay. Shift Q. Make sure you get double symmetry. Hold down Alt and click that part. Make another one. Sweet. Now what I want to do is I want to extend these. Extend them. Alright. And I'm going to bring them close to the edge here. And if I remember from the picture, it was just a little ways away from the actual cockpit, but not too far. Okay. Now I'm going to grab the offset tool. Click on this. Bring them up. Not too far. Bring them back in just a little bit and bring them down. And it looked like there was actual difference between height between the two. One was further up and one was further back. Kind of like that. Alright. Alright, and then we had two more that were on top of the nose here. So we're going to do the same thing. We're going to go ahead and grab one of these. Hit go back to place. Alt click. Grab this. I'm going to bring them up a little bit. And then we're going to go ahead and, there goes my phone. Flip it around with the W key. Okay, click it. Offset. And we're going to bring it on in. Bring it in. Bring it up. Hey, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. And actually, let's bring these little guys out a little bit. If I can select them. There we go. Just gonna bring them out just a teeny bit. All right, sweet. I'll bring this down just a pinch. All right, okay. Let's take this thing out for a test drive. Hit save. Wow, that is looking really good. Oh, look at that silhouette. It's even got the little gun turrets on it now. All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. Got Jebediah Kermit in the cockpit. Here we go, taking a picture. Look at that. That is so awesome. I can see the propellers on it. Can you see the propellers? I see the propellers. Okay, SAS on. And spacebar. Brakes off. Yeah. Pull up. Pull up. Pull up. We got a new guy. We got a new guy. Okay. Something's not right. Something's not right here. Here we go. Gears up. Whoa. A little nose heavy. Oh, crap. Yeah. A little too nose heavy. Alright. Landing gear. Emergency landing. Oh, shit. Oh. I hit the wrong button. How can we do this? How can we do this? Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and grab the offset tool, and I'm actually going to bring the wings up just a pinch. You know what? That's a good spot. Hide it right between these little thingamabobbers. Alright, here we go. Test number 2. Let's do it full power this time. Oh, you know what we forgot to do? Forgot to fix the wobbliness of the craft, which came from, it looks like the wheels are kind of pointed inwards a little bit. Darn it. Alright, here we go. 3, 2, 1. Spacebar. Pull up. Yeah, hello. Whoa. Alright. Still a little on the heavy side. I'm going to bring it down to about 2. I pretty much don't need it at all, actually. I would think that it'd make a pretty good glider. There's enough wings on it. It's not pulling upwards as nice as I would like it. Whoa! Whoa! Oh crap! Landing gears! Landing gears! Oh! Okay, I can save him. I can save him. I can save him. I can save him. There we go. Alright, so what I did was I unlocked the steering and also straightened these up a little bit more. Come on, camera, work with me, work with me. Yeah, it looks straight. They look parallel. And let's bring this back up. We're gonna go ahead and grab these little guys and actually rotate them so they're not sticking upwards. And we're gonna grab it and we're gonna go ahead and just pull it out a little bit. Alright, beautiful. That looks a lot better. Sweet. Let's try this. Alright, so we fixed the tires, we fixed the wheels, we fixed the downward thrust. Let's do it now. Save and launch. Look at our fuel, air intake. Oh, that's right. I was going to put these over and let's just try to close them all. We're going to put it on a action group. Try to close them all to cut back on... That's all we got, right? Yeah, just those. Good. Cut back on drag. Give us a little bit more speed. Looks like we're good on the wheels. No more wobbling. 56. Alright. So about 60 meters per second we can get some lift. Oh nice. It's actually sharper. Even with the engines on. I think we did it, ladies and gentlemen. This is working. Whoa! Oh, crap! Yike! Yo! Full power! Full power! Oh, cool. We hit the full power and it doesn't bring the nose down. I just barely missed that. Doink. Brakes! Whoa! Aye! 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 This is so cool. Look at that sucker. Oh, it looks beautiful. Wow, that looks like the real thing almost. Just needs a propeller. I know, right? Just needs a propeller. This is an old trick. A lot of YouTubers and KSP builders do this. And no, don't want the wing. There we go. Grab that in. Man, it's a big fat part. It's gonna have to work that way, I guess. I am not liking that. I am not liking that one bit. Okay, so tell you what, ladies and gentlemen. When you download the craft, you can do that if you want to. Or you can get a mod. I'm pretty sure there's mods out there that give you little tiny little lights that you can play around with, but yeah, that's for you guys. Alright, so what do we needed? Okay, we're gonna build a little fuel tank underneath. I don't know if we have the room for it, to be honest. And actually no. You're like, no? Yes, no. We're gonna go like this. We're going to grab a small cubic octagonal strut. El strato di mayo. Heck, let's make it a bomb because I don't see this being a fuel tank, extra fuel tank doohickey anytime soon. Because to be honest, we got more fuel in here than this little guy does. So we would suck it up in 2 seconds and drop it off right in the middle. Like so. Then I'm going to grab the offset tool. Take off angular snap. There we go. Up. And we're going to bring this part back in. And this part inwards. Yeah, that's way too close for comfort. Alright, so essentially what I did was I brought it as far up as possible. And tweaked the wheels just a teeny bit. Actually, I'm actually going to tweak them just a teeny bit more. Grab the back wheel. And click that. And just offset it upwards. Just a little bit. And let's hope that this works. Rev up the engine. 30, 40, and gonna start pulling up now. 50, 60, and oh, a little past 60. Look at that, that is so cool. Yes, I know, I've got to stop with those World War II airplane sounds. Let's bomb something. What can we bomb? What don't I like? Do some rearranging of the bass here. Oh, you know what? There we go. Full power. And release. Ah. You know what? I'm going to try that again. Alright. Now, I don't have any ill will towards this little complex over there, but I have tried to land on that helicopter pad more than once. And more than once, it's blown up on me for no reason. So, I'm going to get back at it. And release. Oh, yeah. Even though I didn't do anything at all. And I just stalled. Oh, full power, full power. I can't get out of the stall. Oh, crap. EVA. Oh. I thought maybe if I EVA'd, I would have saved his life. Apparently, if I would have not EVA'd, I would have saved his life. Before I end this video today, there is something I gotta check on before we put this craft out for download. You see, last video I put up was about an airliner, and I was accused of copying someone else's craft, slightly tweaking it just a little bit, and then putting it out as my own. Now, the airliner in question that I put together was actually a recreation of the Lockheed L-1011. Originally, I was going to take the L-1011 recreation and turn it into the Stargazer from Orbital. I was then going to try to recreate the Pegasus rocket with all of its little stages and put a satellite into orbit. But because I didn't have a whole lot of time to do all kinds of testing and craft building when it came to the rocket, I just went ahead and built the actual airliner itself and made a video off of that. However, there were certain individuals that did say that I downloaded their craft, like I said before, slightly tweaking it and then calling it my own and putting it out there. Now, they sent a picture of this craft, and right now we're looking at it from side-to-side comparison. And they said it was pretty much exactly the same. They said the wings were the same, the tails were the same, the engines were the same. I mean, you have to remember that the craft was based off of the same actual aircraft that exists in real life, so they're going to be similar. But from just looking at it, there are so many different things that are different. I'm actually confused as to how they think it's a almost perfect replica of their download. So in knowing that I did not copy their file, I'm going to go ahead and leave their comments up on the actual video itself for public viewing and debate. Just be reminded that many people have already commented underneath of their comment, and now they're mysteriously disappeared or deleted. So, but that's why I'm looking at these pictures real fast to just see if there's anything out there that looks remotely close to what I just put on YouTube, to see if I could possibly be, I don't know, called a copycat again for any reason whatsoever. Take a closer look at that. It is larger, and there's two of them. He's got the small one up here and the large one up here. It's got like a thing right here, a little winglet maybe. I think we're safe. We're good. We're good. Let me see what else here. That looks pretty cool. Of course, that's a mod. Oh, look, it's Overfloater. His design, pretty cool. He builds like a big giant air hogging SSTOs that can go to other planets and stuff. They're really cool. Very, very, very cool. Let me see what else here. But yeah, I play in stock because I like playing in stock. When I'm able to build something that a lot of people can only do with a mod, and I do it in stock, that just makes the moment ever more awesome. It's like, awesome, I did it with stock parts, even though it might look like crap, but still. Yeah. Anyway, all right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching, and thank you so much for your continued support. And yeah, hopefully I can get some real time to make some real videos. Until then, this is Vaos Human, signing off, and have a good night. Stupid piece of... Fuck. What the... fuck. Shit. Oh, good.